There are two types of highly gifted. What type of gifted are you in? I asked my psychiatrist if I was highly gifted. He said I was beyond that. I was curious if I could be a genius, so I looked up some books. There are two types of highly gifted. One type has enhanced senses, emotions, and intelligence, which makes them adapt well to society and meet society's demands. This type of person appears to be ordinary, but their abilities are strongly manifested, and they have a cheerful personality, quick judgment, and great achievement while getting along well with others in society. That's the type I envy. The other type is what they call real gifted or highly gifted. Their senses are overly sensitive and they are emotionally fragile, easily hurt, and have a low threshold. Of course, they are also highly intelligent. These individuals have intuitive senses that allows them to know things immediately, but people often question them or ridicule them for it. The problem is that their right brain is so developed they can understand things before they can explain them, so communication can be difficult. These gifted individuals have a tough road ahead of them. There are various spectrums and some are even close to autism, but luckily, some are able to adapt well to school and excel academically. They think about everything from 1 to 10 at once, and their thought processes are incredibly broad. Even the simple act of discarding a hairpin can be overwhelming, as they wonder if it causes environmental pollution. Therefore, organizing their thoughts can be difficult, as they have to consider everything. They have overly sensitive senses and emotions which can cause conflict with others, and their high intelligence leads them to ask a lot of questions which parents may find overwhelming. My stepmother usually controlled me by hitting me. The most common thing she would say to me was, "Why are you like this? Why are you saying strange things?" However, my stepmother only had a junior school education and didn't know much, so that was probably her only way of dealing with my strange behavior. I realized that I belonged to latter group, the painful world of highly gifted individuals, and I understand now why I was so different from others, why I couldn't fit it with my peers, why I said things that seemed bizarre to others, and why I seem to grasp things that others don't. Some people argue that being highly gifted is different from having ADHD, but from my perspective, it seems like two different expressions of the same phenomenon. In any cases, whether I am a highly gifted individual or someone with ADHD, it still presents challenges and difficulties in my life. I have to take medication and minimize my contact with others. Children need to interact with others to grow and learn, but after 40 years of trying, I've given up. I am more comfortable being alone and no one can understand me. Thankfully, I have a husband with whom I can communicate. I also can understand them. Being alone allows me to get lost in my thoughts, read, write, and do work that suits my abilities. It's easier and more comfortable for me than going out into the world, interacting with people and going get hurt or experiencing pain. Who am I doing for this? Whether I am a gifted individual or have ADHD, I believe that true success comes from living according to one's own passion, strength, and happiness. Should I suffer by forcing myself to socialize with others for the sake of someone else? Newton never had any friends or a romantic partner and lived alone until he died. There are lives like that, and I think we should also recognize and respect them.